Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. And his first look is incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Lockett the man in motion. Levis out of the shotgun now. This pass deep for Okonkwo. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
On now is the Titans punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. At their own 30-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 20. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
Play action this time with Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And room there to work it inside the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. This defense for the Titans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 3. Love now. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Love. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And Levis completes this out wide. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. The Titans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. That's to the tight end, Wiley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Levis sets up to throw here. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Levis to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Following the interception, Love. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing. Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54. Tracy.
Levis from the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Love looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A give to Pollard running left. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Levis. A very quick pass to Ridley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Levis. They'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Levis looking to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 4. Levis to throw once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Levis out of the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Levis back to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Nice grab there by Ridley, who made the move to Tennessee this offseason after recording over 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns in his lone season as a Jacksonville Jaguar. And now that the rust of the previous couple of years is worn off, the Titans, they're certainly hoping he can take it.
And this is going to be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
What was he looking at?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
To throw now. Here's Love. And his pass incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Love. That is caught. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38, Love. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Off the play fake, Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Levis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Sharp run there by Pollard, and that's something Titans fans are expecting to see a lot of as the season unfolds. The Memphis native, back in his home state, eclipsed 1,000-yard mark in each of his last 2 seasons with Dallas and Tennessee. They're hoping he makes it 3 straight by the year's end.
first down, and it's Pollard again. He'll take this to the 46.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Back to throw, it's Levis. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. With Charles, in a tie game, you always wonder who's going to be making the big plays. Right now, it's not the offensive players. We're seeing these defenses step up and take control. Both of the last 2 drives have ended with interceptions.
They are certainly dictating this game, aren't they? Now it's going to come down to which offense can follow their defense's lead and step up in the clutch themselves.
On play action. Love to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Shows his strength at the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll work down inside the 45. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 8. Love now. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Love from the gun. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now Love will try with his legs.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Now Love. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Swinging this out for Pollard.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Fighting his way through contact.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
play fake. Here's Love going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Packers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's second down at 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Levis to throw it. Dancing to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Titans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Now Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis looking to throw. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Levis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Levis to throw once more. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Keep pushing the ball down the field.
Levis back to throw. Flush to his right. Able to shake him off. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Love going to give it up on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
1st down, Packers.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Escapes the defender. Still going.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Green Bay, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.